Oh, what's up? My name's Sean McDonald, 35. Guess we're talking about tattoos. My first tattoo is probably gonna be, it was my 4-leaf clover, but it was a smaller one because I made the mistake of getting it with an ex-girlfriend. And so this one is actually a cover-up of a smaller 4-leaf clover that I got with her because I tried to erase that memory as much as I could. Couple other tattoos that I have. So I have my whole arm is a horror sleeve, essentially. When I was really young and I was living in California, my grandpa used to work on movies, so I've just been a movie buff my entire life. Horror was kind of my first love, so that's what I got into all that. I guess my most significant tattoo though is probably I have a tattoo on right above my heart. It's for my grandma. She passed away a couple years ago. I would say that's probably like my most meaningful tattoo. It's just something that her memory doesn't go away, but it's something that kind of I can just always look at and kind of just always keep her fresh in my mind. That's probably my most significant one to me. I'm in the process of, I'm gonna get another one on this side for, I recently lost my grandfather. So when I have that one done, those will probably be my most significant tattoos.
So my name is Mason Saldana and I am 31. And my tattoo that I got my first rebellious one, was when I was 18, and I had to wait until after I finished wrestling season, because if I got it during or before, then my dad would have found out, and he's a police officer, so he was always just like, fuck that shit, you can't do nothing. But my older brothers were actually the ones who inspired me, because they were like, fuck you, Dad, I'm gonna get this tattoo when I'm 18. The middle child got a tattoo when he was 18. I got my tattoo when I was 18. And it's a family crest. So, it's like, it's for us. And I was like, it's fine. And my brothers were like, hey, you gotta do the brotherhood. I was like, okay. So this is Ashton, the oldest, Landon, the middle, and then myself, Mason, and then Jerry and Barbara, my parents, and Saldana, and then a sword through. And my uncle, he created the lights that go on the Pyramid Hotel. What's it called? The Luxor. And he was an engineer for that, but he was a genius. And also with genius, you have a lot of demons, and so he killed himself. But before that, he drew this design, so we got this for him. And for my other tattoos, I got a lot of anime, everything that I love, everything that I've done in my life that represents me, that I feel like I want to show off to people, that I'm proud of. And so I played trombone. That was my first experience with music, and I did that for about 5 years, and it introduced me to music and put a passion in me for that. And then I love anime. This is Master Roshi. He's smoking a Nimbus cloud right here, and I love smoking, and I love Master Roshi. He's a perverted old fart, but he's cool. He has like a good heart. And my most significant tattoo though would have to be my foo dogs. Growing up, everyone always called me Mace Dog. In college, they always called me Mace Dog. And as soon as I started studying Eastern medicine, I wanted to be called Mace Foo Dog. I wanted that to represent my new life. I got cancer. I got this crazy cancer right here. And after all the treatments, I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people get better, just as acupuncture helped me get better. So I dedicated my life to being an Eastern medicine professional. And now I got this brand called Mace Foo Dog. And these Foo Dogs, what they do, one dog protects the people, the other dog nourishes the people. So that's what I'm trying to embody, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Hi, I'm Terica. I'm 26 years old. I got my first tattoo when I was 16. I got this one right here. I got it because I was 16 and wanted a tattoo. So there's really no meaning behind it other than that. And my most special one is this one. because my dad calls me Chicklet. So, yeah.
How you doing? My name's Douglas. I'm 34, and my first tattoo I got around 23, 24 years old, which is going to be right here. This was dedicated to my grandmother who had passed away from cancer. So it's pretty important. It was my first one. Very, very meaningful. But the most meaningful tattoos I have is this whole arm, which is dedicated to my daughters. It's the Rose Garden for the Rose Guardians and everything. And I got the keys for the key to my heart, the woods to protect them, and some lyrics from Eminem's Haley song that I feel like were very important and deep to my heart, that represented my daughters, or all my daughters, I should say.
My name is Coy Cook, age 37. I got my first tattoo when I was 18. Senior year, I did a lot of partying and a lot of messing around. So I fell behind on my credits. So I had to take a bunch of extra classes, do a bunch of extra homework in order to make up those credits. Unfortunately, during that time, my grandmother passed and I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because I had to make up these credits. So in order to make it up to her, I got my first tattoo right here, which it started just on the inside. It's not all of this, it's just on the inside. It's a cross with her name, her birth year, the year she passed, and doves. That was my first tattoo. My most significant tattoo, I feel like they're all very significant. They all have to do with myself or family. I got this whole arm right here for myself. So I have this right here. It's an 80s baby tattoo. So it's a pair of shell toe Adidas. It says 80s baby on the foot of the Adidas. I got a ghetto blaster in there and an old school Nintendo controller. And then, like I said, my name is Coy. So I thought it was cool to get this koi fish right here on my arm. I also have my chest done. It's got my son's initials and room for any other future children I may have. And that's my tattoo story.
And then, okay. Hi, my name is Luana. I got my first tattoo when I was 18. My newest tattoo, I actually have, I don't know if you can see it, it's the phases of the moon. I feel very connected to the stars and the moon. Also, my family is inside it. I have Sagittarius, which is my husband, Cancer, which is my little guy, and then my oldest is Taurus. And that is my tattoo story.